Hi Taurus, welcome to your reading for August. My name is Linda. I've already shuffled the cards and put your spread down. This first card here represents where you are now. This is the challenge you face, the resources you can use. This one represents what the hidden forces are, and this is the potential outcome. And we're going to take one rune here to represent or to explain what the spiritual lesson is in your current situation. So these first two cards here, Ace of Pentacles reverse and the Three of Wands in the reverse, representing where you are now and the challenge you face, it kind of feels to me here like there might have been a recent experience that made you feel a little bit jaded. Like you had high hopes for something, or you had put a lot of energy, thought, creativity, optimism, etc. behind something that you really felt strongly about, and somehow something didn't quite land, and now you kind of feel, it feels to me like there's a disappointment or a jadedness, but not in the sense of like, I don't know, I don't feel like a resentfulness there. I feel something more along the lines of, okay, back to the drawing board. Something like that. Back to the drawing board. Back to the drawing board here. It's like the Three of Wands in reverse here is sort of saying you need to refine your vision a little more. You need to hone in and really polish up, or yeah, simply refine your idea or your concept. I'm hearing the word tone. I'm going to look that up in the dictionary. Let's move this out of the way. Tone. It says a musical or vocal sound with frequencies to its pitch, quality, and strength. The general character or attitude of a place, a piece of writing, situation. I kind of feel like in regards to the first part of the reading here, when the word tone comes through, I feel like that's just an indicator that you're in the right direction, like you're in the right zone with whatever idea or whatever this Ace of Pentacles is. You're in the right area. You just need to work a little bit on fine-tuning the texture or the direction or the quality of the thing that you want to move towards. Or maybe it's more about your energy getting a bit refined, and maybe that's where this King of Wands comes in. Yeah. Yeah, with regards to the resources you can use, which is what the King of Wands is representing in the reading here. It's kind of suggesting that from your side, internally, as far as the resources that are within you, it's kind of suggesting here to bring out a little bit more passion and enthusiasm for this experience, for the project, or for the idea, and bring a little bit more of your charisma and creativity to it. As well as, I feel, determination. Like the fire energy is definitely kind of loud in this energy, as far as like what is being suggested here for you to work with in order to engage more deeply with what it is that you want to bring forward, or what you want to create or manifest. The King of Wands could also be a person. It could also be a person. It could be suggesting here that there might be someone who's in your energy already, a person, most likely a male, who might be able to support you in a certain way in some kind of endeavor. It could even just be some advice that they have to give you, or it could even be, maybe not even advice, but there could be someone in your environment that you know already who you look up to as a role model. And it might be that it's just simply about you recognizing what it is in their energy that you admire and respect, and maybe modeling that or replicating that or inspiring yourself to bring out that kind of quality in your own self as well. And that could be those things I just mentioned there, like your charisma, creativity, determination, passion, leadership. There's also something here about leadership with the King of Wands. I feel like if you're working with a team of people, or if something that you're working on here, whatever project it is you're working on here, it might be important for you to take a little bit more of a step forward. You see how in this card the King of Wands is sort of leaning forward in the chair, in the throne? I feel like that's also guidance here in this reading, in this top line here. It's like if you want something to be successful, I feel like you need to take a little bit more responsibility in how it moves forward. And that means you either need to be more determined in your own energy. If you're part of a team and you are wanting it to be a success, which until now it's like, it feels like something, like I said, it didn't land quite. Might have missed the mark slightly. It's not that it's not to be abandoned, it's to be reformed or refined, recalibrated, and maybe there's something about you and how you inject your energy into the situation that needs a little bit more of your leadership. It needs more of your direction. Maybe it needs more of your communication. You might need to communicate to others more clearly. Or if it's just you and your own project and your own life and your own work, I feel like it's about you kind of taking a little bit more of, just give me a second, I'm trying to find the right word for this. Like put a little bit more muscle in, you know, give it a bit more elbow grease, be a little bit more hands-on, you know, like we might be, with these two cards here, we might be talking about something energetic that you're manifesting, you know, something that is in the realm of an idea or a thought. But unless you actually get really physically involved and take action and be more involved in a physical way, you may not see this turn into something really manifest. You might not see it. This seed turn into fruit. It could just stay in the realm of ideas and concepts. Now, this bottom line, this position is what are the hidden forces? This is the potential outcome. And this is the spiritual lesson. So with this 8 of Swords in reverse, what I'm feeling with that is there is this kind of revelation energy that's coming through. Like I kind of see these 3 cards working together as well. Like something didn't land maybe, or didn't come to fruition in the way that you'd hoped. And instead of, and like I said, maybe there's like a little bit of jadedness or a bit of cynicism that's coming through with that. But the truth is, it's about you refining your vision and realizing that there's still things to learn about manifestation. There's still things to realize about the nature of reality in terms of how you actually work with the grid, and how your thoughts and ideas and your enthusiasm and your energy coming through you as a physical vehicle, and how you push that out into the energetic grid, the physical manifest world. There's still a lot to learn. There's still a lot of refinement that can happen, you know. You might have experienced some successes in that way, but now we're kind of sort of getting down to some very fine details here. We're looking at the fine print, right? There's levels. There's levels here, you know. You might be experiencing something now where there might have been a disappointment or a failure. Not a failure, but like something didn't come together in the exact way that you had thought it would, like as far as the way you set things in motion. But now you're maybe starting to see also how sometimes the volume of your inner dialogue is really affecting things more than you realized at first. You know, maybe those inner doubts that you thought you were dealing with pretty well are actually showing up a bit louder than you really thought that they were. Maybe that's coming back to the word tone that popped out before in the reading. It's like the tone of your thoughts, the quality and the pitch and the vibrancy and the strength and the attitude of your energetic impressions that you're sending out through the mind grid, through your thoughts, and the energy of the feelings that you put behind them. And maybe you saw a manifestation of something that was coming from the spectrum of maybe anxiety and fear. And maybe you didn't understand how powerful that thought form was until you saw it manifest. And now you're realizing, oh, I need to be hyper careful here of what all I'm thinking and what feelings I put behind those thoughts. You feel me, Taurus? Yeah, and now the potential outcome here and the rune, the spiritual lesson, what I'm feeling there is that it's basically what I just said. It's like you're understanding how powerful you are, or maybe you're finding parts of your psyche or parts of your mind or your energetic field that you hadn't paid attention to before. Reflection. This rune is actually very much the same meaning as this Two of Worlds here in terms of reflection. This is about how you see yourself, your connection to the outside world, and how that is a reflection of the way you are with yourself. Let me just pull that up and so I can read it to you. This rune is called Manas, and it represents man or mankind. And so what it says here in my notes, the self, the individual, or the human race, your attitude towards others and their attitude towards you, friends and enemies, social order, intelligence, forethought, create, skill, ability, divine structure, intelligence, awareness. Okay, so it's kind of what I've been talking about here. It's like you might have had an experience recently that's making you reevaluate or relook at the way that you have been working with manifestation, or the way you've been working with intelligent creation through pushing thought forms out, right? So yeah, reflecting on the results of a particular recent experience is now maybe giving you the opportunity to refine and hone and really tune in a little bit more to the details of how that works and how you're dealing with your own process. And King of Wands here showing up as an inspirational energy or a little guidance as to how maybe to work with what showed up recently in terms of like the result of a specific thought form that you pushed out that maybe didn't come back in the way that you had expected. So instead of getting jaded and cynical and down about that, it's realizing actually this is more about how you can be more empowered and more in touch with how powerful you are as a creator, how much authority you have in your own experience, and just learning to lean into that a little bit more, trust yourself a little bit more, and do a little bit more housekeeping. It's always about housekeeping as well, you know. Housekeeping the mind, housekeeping your energy as well, housekeeping your friend circle, housekeeping your home, housekeeping your mind on every level. It's always about kind of keeping things tidy and clean and always refining. Okay, Taurus, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you found that helpful. I hope there's some things in there you can work with. It's been an honor and a pleasure to read for you. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now.